There will come a moment in your life, if it hasn't come already, when silence speaks louder than noise, when your excuses run out, and the only voice left is the one inside you asking the question that has followed every great man and woman since the dawn of time: who will you become? Not what job will you work. Not how much money will you make. Not what will people think of you. No. The real question. The one that burns through the illusions of comfort and convenience. Who will you become? The tragedy of the modern world isn't a lack of opportunity, it's a lack of decision. A billion people will wake up today and go back to lives they didn't choose. Sleepwalking through routines handed down by fear, tradition, or convenience. And every single one of them has the same power you have right now, the power to decide. Because life is not a matter of chance. It is a matter of choice. Napoleon Hill said it best: whatever the mind of man can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But here's what they leave out in the Instagram quotes and highlight reels: you must decide. You must reach into the fire of your own becoming and say, this is who I am. This is who I will become. And nothing, no man, no fear, no obstacle will stop me from getting there. But that decision is not made once. It is made every day. In the silence before sunrise. In the doubt before discipline. In the rejection before reward. Because success is not some lottery win. It is a system. A blueprint. A code that has been written by giants long before you: Carnegie, Edison, Ford, Lincoln, and handed down through books, through battle scars, through beliefs. They weren't born chosen. They chose to become something. And so must you. It begins in the mind. Every victory, every empire, every breakthrough you've ever admired, it was first a thought. A whisper of vision in the darkness of limitation. But thought alone is not enough. You must believe in the thought with a faith that defies logic. Edison believed in the electric light long before wires sparked. Disney saw entire kingdoms while staring at swampland. Hill himself imagined a philosophy that would touch the lives of millions while broke, unpublished, and unknown. They were laughed at, rejected, mocked. But belief isn't built when things are easy. It is forged in the fires of doubt. The world will test you the moment you believe. That's the tax of vision. But those tests, they are proof that belief is working. Because nothing resists unless it's being changed. When you shift your beliefs, you shift your reality. You start walking differently. Thinking differently. You stop waiting for permission and start giving yourself direction. And that's when the world starts to move. Not for you, but because of you. The laws of success don't bend for the entitled. They respond to the decisive. You must train your mind to obey your vision. You must become the master architect of your thoughts, because if you do not shape them, they will be shaped by your fears, your failures, and the noise of the crowd. And the crowd has never built anything legendary. So stop waiting for motivation. Stop waiting for signs, for support, for someone to come along and unlock you. The truth is, no one is coming. Because you are already the key. That vision you see in your mind. That feeling pulling you towards something bigger. It's not a dream. It's not a fantasy. It's a future memory, a version of you that already exists, just waiting for you to catch up. But here's the law you can't avoid: you don't get what you want. You get what you are. So if you want more, become more. If you want abundance, train your mind to see it. If you want greatness, do the work no one sees. If you want to lead, start by leading yourself in the quiet moments, in the early mornings, in the decisions nobody applauds. Because success isn't loud. Discipline isn't glamorous. Purpose doesn't need applause. And when your identity catches up with your vision, when you begin to act, think, and walk as the person you said you'd become, something miraculous happens. The world begins to rearrange itself to match your belief. Doors open. People appear. Opportunities multiply. Not because you're lucky, but because you're ready. A quitter never wins, and a winner never quits. Napoleon Hill. You've already tried quitting on yourself. You know how that story ends. Now try deciding. Not just once but every day. Over and over again. Decide to show up. Decide to stay locked in. Decide to outlast the storm. Decide to become the person who refuses to lose. Because if you don't decide who you will become, the world will do it for you. And the world doesn't care about your dreams. But you do. That's why you're here. That's why this message found you. That's why this moment matters. So stand up. Lift your head. Sharpen your mind. Raise your standards. And decide once and for all who you will become. Let the world talk. Let them doubt you. Let them misunderstand the fire you carry. Because greatness was never built in public applause, it was forged in lonely hours, quiet decisions, and invisible effort. You don't need validation. You need vision. And you already have it. Now it's time to live it. Because this life, it will not wait. The clock is ticking. Not in fear but in urgency. Every second you hesitate is a second further from who you could be been. And every second you act, you shift reality itself. So burn the plan B, cancel the excuses. Evict the doubt. And write your name into history with your choices. Not because it's easy, but because you were born to lead. Born to create. Born to rise above what most people settle for. They want comfort. You want